Hello, thanks for watching this video on triangles found on the Jupiter Mount. Jupiter, the Jupiter finger, and the Jupiter Mount is the place of ambition, ego, diplomacy, leadership, authority, of the ability to pass on information, of judgment. And a triangle found here, triangles are very rare, karmically supportive and fortunate signs. Triangles, signs like these that appear on their own, isolated, not attached, to any other line on the palm, are much more rare. They're much more potent in meaning. They have a more profound, a stronger meaning. But they come and go, and I've seen this happen. I've seen lines, specific, isolated, rare palmar markings come and go in a matter of days. And I don't mean just sort of faint little lines either. I mean really deep, etched in palmar markings that come and go within a space of a few days. And the meaning here is profound. But also, so is the circumstances in which they develop, and the reasons around those circumstances. So fortune waxes and wanes, and situations change all the time, and so too do these palmar markings. They come and go. And so I've done a video already on the 7 signs of fame in palmistry, and that video is more about the kind of the more permanent, inherent trait required to become successful and therefore famous. And so I wanted to do a small series on videos on the more isolated, rarer, intricate palmar markings that come and go, and they have a more profound, specific meaning. And so in this case, when you find a triangle on your, well, this is obviously the right hand, but let's just say, for example's sake, if you find a triangle on your left palm on the Jupiter Mount that's isolated, so that's not touching any other line, then it creates a very sort of an honourable, upstanding citizen, upright citizen of high moral judgment, of sound judgment. It creates this ambitious, honourable, mature person, a person with strong organizational talent, and in particular strong diplomatic abilities, the strong ability to understand how others are thinking and feeling and what they're saying, and how to respond to that, to allow them to make them feel heard and understood, and provide them with the information to resolve communication issues, to mediate between others, to facilitate conversation between two people or two groups or two sides, to work through communication barriers or culture barriers as well. So this is extremely handy sign, extremely beneficial sign for those who are linguists, interpreters, diplomats, reporters, if they're working internationally, and journalists and that sort of thing. It's particularly helpful for those who, as I say, mediating between two different sides. So counsellors, marriage counsellors, guidance counsellors, if you're working with two people to resolve an issue, talk show hosts even, that would be very beneficial for them to have as well, if they're trying to resolve arguments or allow two different sides to understand perceptions that otherwise wouldn't be able to be seen. So if this is found on the left hand, it enables a person with, it bestows upon them this upright, high kind of moral, sound judgment, an ambitious person. I think others see them as this, an upstanding kind of noble figure in the community. If it's found on the right hand, they've gained success through these attributes, through these skills and this personality, this persona that they bring off. They've gained success through it, but they've also gained honor. They've gained honor and they've gained respect in the community from it as well. They've gained from it. It's fortunate in that way. And well, often when we think of fortune, we think of wealth, but there's more to it. In a lot of circumstances, sometimes fortune is in this case it's more about reputation, and it's more about honor and judgment, and how others see an individual with a triangle in this sort of circumstance. But as I say, these kinds of signs, they come and go, and it's this sort of sign I would have thought would be less likely to sort of disappear quickly. I think a sign like this is developed over time, and it still means something when we have a sign like we've got one here rising from the lifeline here. This is an ambition line. Obviously it's it's a place of Jupiter, it's a place of ambition, as I've said. And then we've got an effort line here. This is someone perhaps it's reaching towards Saturn, so perhaps it's a work skill that's been gained here, or perhaps it's reaching more towards Mercury, the place of skills and language and communication. So perhaps this is a person developing their ability to read and write or learn mathematics. And so the two, the ambition and the effort, combined with the environment of their lifestyle, creates a triangle. It's still a fortunate sign. It still has a similar effect, a similar meaning, but the meaning is not as profound. It's not as specific. So that's a little bit on what triangles mean on the Jupiter mount. It definitely has an effect on the person in terms of their ability to organize. Their organizational talent is increased as well, and that's to do with decision making, whether conscious or unconscious. So if you have this clearly defined, well marked, isolated triangle on your right hand, then you've gained respect and honor through being an upstanding citizen, through being highly moral and having sound judgment, and being seen to have been to be this person within your community. If you have a triangle on your Jupiter mount like this, comment in the comment section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, thanks for watching, and please share, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.